Welcome to Tuesday's edition of Newspaper Headlines Review on your number one multimedia platform, Orisun Igbominà 102.1 FM. Your host is Michael Leshi, and today we will be taking a look at the biggest headlines on the cover page of The Nation, The Guardian, and Vanguard newspaper. Now, the hottest report on the cover page of The Nation newspaper for today, Tuesday, the 28th day of May, year 2024, says, Council autonomy battle heightens. Council autonomy battle heightens. Details on page 2 of The Nation newspaper. Emir crisis. Kano orders eviction of Bayero from palace. You can find details of this headline on page 2 of The Nation newspaper. Next is another related story to another royal family, but now in Edo State. Benin royal family suspends rebellious duke for betrayal. Details on page 6 of the tabloid. Next is The Guardian newspaper, and the biggest story on the cover page says, amid penetration surge, Nigerians spend over 500 billion naira on data in first quarter. Now, details of this headline can be found on page 6 of The Guardian newspaper. FG suspends fraudulent Nigeria Air indefinitely. Now you can go get that story on page 3 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Moving to some security related headlines. Insecurity knocks kudos for Tinubu as government marks first anniversary. Insecurity knocks kudos for Tinubu as government marks first anniversary. Now you can go get details of this particular headline on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper for today. Children's Day. 39.2% of Nigerian kids in child labor. A disturbing one there. You can go get that report on page 2 of the Guardian. Finally, we are going to be looking at the hottest headlines on the cover page of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Now, the biggest headline here says, Labor, private sector operators bicker over minimum wage. Labor, private sector operators bicker over minimum wage. Now, to get further details of this headline, you can turn to page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Pay Janko's 1.3 trillion naira debt to avoid sector's collapse. Pay Janko's 1.3 trillion naira debt to avoid sector's collapse. Elumelu tells federal government. Now you can find that story on page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. AGF advocates scrapping of state electoral bodies. That story can be found on page 9 of the Vanguard. And finally, there's this interesting one here. Conflicting court orders trail Kano Emirates tussle. Conflicting court orders trail Kano Emirate tussle. Now you can find details of this headline on page 34 of the Vanguard newspaper for today. Now, with this headline, you've come to the end of today's episode of the program. Join us tomorrow for another edition of the show. Do stay blessed.